Okay, this is my 2001 Ford Lightning. This has ZE Forged two-piece wheels. They're polished. EBC brake rotors, Knitter 555. Tires up front. You can kind of tell there's quite a bit of tread left on those. You got your blacked out angel eye headlights, street scene black powder coated grills. You can see the oversized heat exchanger down there. Functional ram air hood. Might be able to see the mural here. Have some functional heat extractor as well to let out the engine heat. Back away from the vehicle so it goes all in view again. Again, the angel eye headlights, street scene side mirrors. Go under here. You can see those Johnny Lightning Performance Bassani headers. Each one's a separate tube. They bolt to the engine one at a time. Then they go into a 3-inch collector, 3-inch exhaust, which ends on this tip that was custom made to fit the contour of the opening on the side of the truck. That is jet hot coated, as well as the headers are jet hot coated as well. The tip all the way back to the muffler is jet hot coated, so just the mid pipe is the only thing that wasn't coated where the catalytic converters are. You can see got the extra long traction bars from Lightning Force Performance. These rear pads have just been changed. I had to do that for registration. Front ones I think have about at least half of their life on. You have the VTEC covers that are paint matched to the vehicle. So I did change the actual lighting fixture and added that cover to it. Cervini rear spoiler. Then right here we have an electric roll-up tonneau cover. We have remotes for them. Those of course are going to be included. Fuel door has been painted black to match the vehicle. And you don't have any door dings on this truck. It is very, very, very straight. It is actually pretty hard to believe that it has 70,000 miles on it. You can see as I'm walking here, and the reflections in the doors. Okay, so next we're popping the hood here. You can see that the bottom of this hood has been completely finished and painted. I made sure they paid as much attention to that as they did, especially by the reflection. It's just as well painted on the bottom as it is on top. Again, you have your heat extractors come out the back there, and then from your ram air you have the two inlets that come in. They go around until they get here, which is where the air is shot into the air filter. Have an outerwears pre-filter going into the whole Whipple kit here. 2.3 liter Whipple AccuFab single blade throttle body. Done a lot of like little accents, like just this throttle bracket is powder coated. Supercharger bridge has been powder coated. So a lot of little small accents here and there. Canton aluminum power steering reservoir tank with aftermarket cap on there. Have the Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator, billet and acrylic Fantasies covers for the solenoid there, and around the bump stops for the hood as well. DG Motorsports carbon fiber radiator cover, and that back panel is also a DG Motorsports piece as well. Again, the Whipple, I had the snout, had all the bearings changed in there, and while it was off I went ahead and just polished that. All of these pulleys are by Reichard Racing, and the top one there is a one-off piece. They only made one of those in the 3-inch size. They made it for me. Right here, this is a fabricated, custom fabricated piece to replace the upper radiator hose. Got a little bit of stainless steel tubing in here. We have aeromotive fuel rails, high temp painted valve covers, little accents like painted relays. Right over here, Johnny Lightning Performance oversized intercooler fluid tank, and you can kind of see where this little weld is if you can make it out in there. This is for the windshield wiper fluid. This tank actually doesn't do anything. It replaces the battery, which I have in the back. I was thinking about doing maybe something like a methanol tank or whatever, but in the meantime it's just a dummy tank to fill in that gap. I don't have anything connected to it at all. Little paint here and there just to bring things together, oil separator, and we do have some MSD. All these are the high output MSD ignition coils around here, powder coated alternator. I'm sure I'm forgetting about 10 things that are in this. The Big Air SCT 3000 air meter. I'll just back up, maybe give a little bit better view. Then we go to the inside. This truck is real clean. Passenger seat barely ever been used. You are going to have a 700 watt amp in the back here. Reason that spot is missing there in the carpet, that's where the old CD changer was, and there was no carpet under that. There you see a couple of bolts. That's for the drive shaft loop for safety purposes. Although I've never taken this to the track. And then we have an Orion 12-inch sub right there. Some of these pieces like this, I have actually just sanded those down and had them painted professionally an aluminum color, rather than actually doing aluminum pieces that just sit on top. To me, they don't look very good when they're on the line with everything. Same thing with this, aluminum painted Alpine head unit. And all this was painted a hot rod black, which is semi-gloss. Gauge pods, custom made. Again, gauge pods here. Floor. Perfect. Had covers over these the whole time, so these floor mats have pretty much never been touched. I'm going to go around the other side. Again, sanded and painted there. Different pedals there. Everything is very, very clean. Again, here's this Orion sub back there. Kind of hard to see, but we got 3 gauges up here, 2 here. We have 3 up here. I'll go through what those all are. AM wideband air fuel, oil temp, oil pressure, water temperature, fuel pressure, EGT, volts, and boost. Have all these because I learned to be very paranoid from an old car I had, and so I liked to know everything that was always going on with the vehicle. And right up here you can kind of see the graphic on the hood that I still have up there of the demon blowing fire with its hands up. Turn this upside down for 1 second. Maybe it'll come out better for viewing purposes. Anyway, that about covers it. Okay, one last thing before I get out of here. I wanted you to be able to see that the gauge is on here. Okay, really quickly, before I forget it, this is the view of the bed of the truck. I have a battery box in there, brand new battery inside there, and see this bed, even with the bed rug in, has hardly ever been used. And have the remote for the electric tonneau cover. Just hit close, it scrolls itself back closed. Or of course you can open it and go back the other way just by using your remote.